Greetings, Tetris citizens. We are back with more classic Tetris Monthly, and this time it is Mega Dasters, our first annual DAS championship. I'm so excited I can't even talk. Our first annual DAS championship, a 64-player version of our DAS Masters. We've made it twice as big, 64 players, and it's going to be taking place throughout October and probably into November. We've got a lot of Mega Dasters for you today. If you want to see the full schedule on Twitch, you've got the schedule tab. On YouTube, you've got the live tab. You're in Discord, you can see the events tab. Why can't they all be named the same thing? Should just be named the same thing, but that would be too easy. What we've got for you right now is a single solitary solo match out of the Violet bracket. I don't have the bracket up right now, but you can see the brackets for yourself if you want to. I've put the bracket command in the chat and should bring up the link, so you can click on that, take a look. I still have to get the bracket visualizations done for any Mega Master, Mega Daster. It's like a ton of work, and I just didn't get to it yet. So I'll get to it sometime this week for future broadcasts. But anyway, take a look. It's out of the Violet bracket. It's a round one match between Jacobo and Jedievan. So really looking forward to this one, because I think it is a debut in DAS Masters for both of them, I think. I'll have to check that, but I think that neither one... Well, no, Jacobo might have played. Hold on, Jacobo might have played. Yeah, Jacobo has played in DAS Masters, I believe, before. Yeah, Jacobo has played how many times? Well, we'll get into that. But I believe this is Jedievan's debut in DAS Masters. Am I right about that? I believe I am. So anyway, looking forward to that. Let's take a look at our rules so you know what to do. Players, listen very carefully. It's so important. This is a 64-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on console or emulator so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical, mechanical, or even biological. No biological turbo, because this is a DAS tournament, so players should heed the spirit of DAS. DAS is the press and hold play style that predominated in the first 7 or 8 years of the competitive classic Tetris scene. Press and hold, not slow tap, not hyper tap, not rolling. You know what DAS is. Quick tap at the end of a DAS movement is okay. Unrestricted 2 taps in the middle of the board. But yeah, play DAS, okay? You know what that is. These are best of 5s here in the early round, so the first player to 3 is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts. All the way through, players, we will be using same piece sets, and those will be re-rolled in between each game of the match. We will not be incrementing, so prepare to re-roll. Make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on, Jacobo, because they were not when you were warmed up or warming up. Also, players, nobody should be in your ear telling you how to play while you're playing a game. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you to, particularly if you experience tech issues. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Do not pause and ask for help. Do not just automatically top out, assuming it won't count. Assume your game will count until you hear otherwise from me. The winner of this tournament and some other people get absolutely something, and that is a share at a prize pool which stands right now at $21.42. We don't have all the payouts and incentives worked out 100% yet, but believe you me, we will be paying where I know right now we'd pay the top 4 or then the top 8. We want to pay the top 16, maybe even the top 32. We can't get there without your help. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, consider doing it, because this prize pool is funded 100% by you, the fans, or the viewers, or whatever. So this grows as big as you want it to get. If you want this to be a true online Dash Championship, well, you know what to do. Do you? Well, I don't know. Use the Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. The one that says Mega Dasters or Das or whatever. That's the one. Click on that, and you'll be taken to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. Once you are logged in, you will see a mustard-colored button on the right side of your screen. It says Contribute on it. Click on that, and there you will be prompted to contribute any amount. $1, $10, $10,000, $10 million, whatever you got kicking around. You know? Whatever makes sense for you. We also do have some contribution codes. Those are free. You just go to that page, log in, and click on the words claim code, and it will put 25 cents into the prize pool courtesy of Matcherino, and we have up to 50 of those, one per account. So yeah, please help out the prize pool if you can. That is how to support the players. If you want to support the channel, there's a lot of different ways to do it. One way is to go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support, just like these people have done. Thank you to everybody here, and probably a couple other people who in my disorganization have not made it on here. But big shouts to Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Techie, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kit, Javan T, Jason, and Sunny for your extra little bit of support. Really appreciate that. There are other ways to support us. You know, if you don't like Patreon, you can go to PayPal and make an ongoing recurring pledge. They support that now, and we'll try to figure out how to make that easy for all y'all. But use the support command, and that'll bring up other ways to support us. And I think that PayPal is in there as well. Now, if you're on YouTube and Twitch, you have some platform-specific ways to support us. On YouTube, you've got channel memberships. You can gift a channel membership. You've got super stickers, super thanks, super chat, super this, super that. Twitch, you've got bits, you've got subscriptions, you can gift a subscription. If you've got Amazon Prime, you've got a Twitch Prime gaming subscription that you can apply to this channel as well. So a lot of different ways to support us. Please do it. We could not continue to bring you these tournaments without your support. I truly, truly mean that. That is no cap. On God, for real. All right, that's enough of this mess. Let's go ahead and bring over our play scene and get these players going. I'm going to go ahead and give these players some pieces. And here they are. Evan says, is it okay if I call you Evan, right? I don't think I've casted you before, so is Evan okay? Or Jedi Evan? What do you like? Call me whatever? All right. I will. Evan is fine. Got it. Evan is good because I don't have to say Jacobo and Jedi, right? 2 J's. So the pieces are in chat, players. So if you want to proceed with putting them into your game, that music means that warm-up is done. That's what that music means. So I want you all to associate that music with warm-up being done. $20 thank you for the tier 1 sub, 53 months. Really appreciate that. 95E015. All right, you don't have to move your cat. I got you on there. I just got to move it around. All right, we got a big Evan face and then a medium Jacobo. You just worry about getting your pieces in there, my guy. All right, we got 2 ready players. Let's see if they are in fact ready yet. 95E015. Okay, looks like we are ready. It is round 1 of the, what is this, Violet? Is this Violet? The Violet bracket. Not the Violent bracket, but the Violet bracket. Let us go ahead and get them started in 3, 2, 1. Jacobo versus Evan. Here in Mega Dasters, the first annual, or maybe the first only. We don't know. I mean, will we be around in a year? I hope so. I hope so. On the left side of your screen, it is Jacobo, Thirsty Jacobo, who has been kicking around the classic Tetris scene for a while. You saw Jacobo most recently. I'm saying Jacobo. I don't know if it's Jacobo, but I'm saying Jacobo. Most recently in what? Washington? CTWC Washington. That was back in March, where he took out, I think, Arbaro, who is one of the organizers. Sad. You know, you organize a qualifier so you can win it. But Jacobo's like, nope, sorry about that. Anyway, Jacobo qualified into seed number 39 with a 939,000 qualifier. That was the average of his best 3 games played in a 75-minute qualifier. Jacobo's from the United States of America and has a DAS PB, according to my research. Now, this could be wrong, could be right, I don't know. Has a DAS PB apparently of 1.04 million. That is a top 200 score. But you know, it could be wrong, could be right. It's hard to track down DAS PBs because you got this kind of creaky old DAS PB leaderboard that isn't really well updated, but you can't go by people's PB in the bot because it could come from tapping or rolling or tolling or who knows. But you've also seen Jacobo play in CTWC in 2023 in the silver bracket and 2024 in the bronze bracket. Also in 22 in the silver bracket. Played in that Washington event back also in 24. Played in Classic Tetris Gauntlet. Was it Jonas Cup? Took, I think, 33rd in the Jonas Cup, or is that how it is? 33rd, 34th, somewhere in there. What is tolling? You don't want to know. You do not want to know. 208 for Jacobo, 169 for Evan. Jacobo has played in a couple of Classic Tetris Monthly events in the past. Like, although it's not in match database, which is weird. Why is that? I'm not exactly sure why that is. Why would it be not in match database? That is weird, but he has played in futures. And I believe, yeah, hopefuls and in DAS Masters in February. We're looking to make a deep run here in DAS Masters. 315 for Jacobo, 228 for Evan. Now, Evan making his debut here in DAS Masters, has not played in our previous top tier Dastmasters, although I believe he's played in the lower tiers when we had lower tiers of Dastmasters. And we had like a world circuit, major circuit, super circuit. Jedievan set up in column 9. Back right now by about 80,000 points. Gets a Tetris. And now when the lines are about tied, he's about 60,000 points behind. Evan qualified in with an 854,000 average of 3. Has a 1.2 with DAS. That is a top 65 score. And I can't even imagine having a 1.2. I can't even get a 1.0. 295 here for Evan. Kind of getting up a little bit high, creating some gaps here. And you've seen Evan all around the classic Tetris community. A lot of Tetris for the non-pros. You can join Tetris for the non-pros at, what is it? tnp.tetris.lol. I've also seen him at CTWC Kansas City last month. Took out Josh Tolles. Seen him play in Classic Tetris League, DAS Champions League, Tetris Friendlies. And a lot of matches, but only going back to 2024. So it's good to see someone getting a lot of... Oh no, Jacobo, this is going to be unsurvivable. That's going to be a top out for Jacobo at 479. And Evan with a chase down target of 480. There's a Tetris 464, so about 15,000 to go now. All right, 5,000 away. And that line clear will do it. And Jedievan is good in game number 1. And kind of a grindy game here. I mean, 489, 480 something through 23. But that'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. All right, A3, 3, 2, 1D players, when you're ready. Tim says, Jacobo kind of cracked, as I recall. Oh, we shall see. Yeah, now why... I don't know why... Oh, you know what? In the match database... there are 2 entries for Jacobo. He's got one under Jacobo and one under Thirsty Jacobo. So if there is a match database person, those probably need, those need to be merged. We are on different seeds, and who is the one that is not on seed? It is Jacobo. Oh, no. Jacobo is on seed. It's Evan. Evan, you are not on seed. Sorry. You are not on seed. We re-roll, Evan. Yeah, Jacobo, you are good. So, yeah, Jacobo has an entry in the match database under Jacobo and then one under Thirsty Jacobo. And I'm wondering if, like, your ELO is messed up because of that. I don't know why that is. That's weird. Or if one is one play style, one's another. I don't know. But we'll see. Yeah, no worries, Evan. We do it for game integrity. All right, looks like both players are ready. Both players are on seeds. Let's get them started in game number 2. Yeah, if you re-roll each, if you re-roll in between each game, then players cannot get help by someone previewing the seed, right? The tickling the controller voice? Yeah, well, that was just for that stream, but this is a new stream, so I guess I can demonstrate the tickling the controller voice. And, you know, where is that even on here? It's like,
why is he tickling the controller?
Right? That was like a 2022 YouTube comment. Pretty much when rolling, or 2021 rolling, you know, all whatever that was, 21 and 22, when rolling came on the scene, like everyone's comment on YouTube was, you know,
why is he tickling the controller?
Or the other one was,
I bet his girlfriend is really happy.
You know,
ha 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 ha.
Like so clever. Like, you know, so everybody's so freaking clever, aren't they? Wow. 101. Anyway, so I used to do that, and then people said they did not like that voice, and so I said, well, you can get rid of it for channel points, at least for one stream. 104 for Jacobo, 105 for Evan. So yeah, when I look at Jacobo's, you know, match database, he's got matches going all the way back to 2020. First match ever was Queese in Community Tier 2. Also played a bunch in Gauntlet. Played at CTWC Washington. And apparently these players, at least under Jacobo entry, have not played against one another. What's up, Chen? Can I do the Darth Vader voice? Well, this isn't voice on demand. This is Mega Dasters, Tim. 164 for Jacobo, 201 for Evan. Who does actually kind of come as advertised. I mean, Evan does have kind of a Jedi look going, right? I'm into it. $264 for Evan, $303 for Jacobo. You want a CTM regional? Yeah, I don't know. I might have to. I don't know if I can be in the regional business right now. It's a big expenditure. We'll see. If I can do it economically, I'll try to do it. 359 for Jacobo, 339 for Jedi Evan, who's piled high on the right side with a bunch of S's. There's just a big pile of S's And a lot of blue material on the board for Jacobo as well. They're separated by a little less than a Tetris. All right. Evan is setting up in column 3. Jacobo gets one, and I think that was column 7, like a row or two off the bottom. So Evan is now set up and waiting for a bar. Gets one, column 3. 404 Evan, 402 Jacobo. All right. Evan trying to keep this one open. And another Tetris, column 3 into 19, 431 for Evan. One row off the bottom, column 10 Tetris for Jacobo, 433 on 19. So very close now, just a couple thousand points and a couple lines separating these two players here at game number 2. So right now it is 9:30 here in Texas. Our next match will be at 1 o'clock. So 3.5 hours from now. That is going to be the continuation of Adam MTS versus Leo. That match was aborted yesterday, 1 game in. Due to technical issues on one of the players' side. $459 Jacobo, 500 for Evan. Okay, Evan's left side is kind of messed up, and that is not survivable. That is going to be a top out for Evan at 507. That rhymes. And a Tetris for Jacobo. So the target for Jacobo, 508, or a decent 507 will get there. But he's got forever and a day to get there. And that is going to do it for game 2. Jacobo is good, and we are tied at a game apiece. New pieces, players 021046. Yeah, I would love to run another live event, but I am a Jedi because an old friend of mine built a telescope for George Lucas. I think that's how that works. But you definitely have this Ewan McGregor episode 1 look. You got it nailed. All right, 021046. And both players ready. Let's get them started. What was once a best of 5. Now a virtual best of 3 between these two. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Tim loving the Jonas Cup t-shirt. Yeah, I have that shirt too. It's a good shirt. I do wear it out and about. People have no idea what it means. But that's okay. They don't need to. And they don't ask. It's like, why does that guy not have a face? They never ask. All right, Jacobo already in a bit of trouble, and this is not going to be survivable. That is a top out. Not quite a club zero, but almost from Jacobo. And Evan is good in game number 3. Club 760. Just kidding, Evan. You got to keep playing. No, I'm not kidding. I'm just kidding that I'm kidding. All right. You're up 2-1. Okay, new. I would love to do that. Make someone top out on purpose. All right, here we go. New pieces here, 576E D1. That was a mega disaster indeed. Yeah, we do have a second tier of mega Dasters. It's being run by Hana, I think, called Mega Disasters. So it's everybody who's 65th through 96 seed. Is that what it is? So the next 32 after Mega Dasters, called Mega Disasters. I don't know where that's being run or how or where or why. But it is 576 ED1. 576 ED1. All right, both players are ready. It's game number 4. Both ready. Let's go. Get game number 4 started. I don't know if any matches have been played for Mega Disasters yet, but we'll see. I think it's totally community restreamed. Tetris Jacobo and Jedi's got one as well. A tucket of Tetris for Evan for 46,000. All right, Tetris for both. A couple thousand points apart, one line apart. I got a lot of Tetris to do today. I'm wondering if I should take a nap between like 10 and noon. There's so much to do. Oh, kind of indecisive, weird shifts here for Evan. And but he's gonna get that cleared away. No problem. And Tetris for both. Evan still in the lead by about 4,000 points, one line ahead. Oh, sorry, Whoops with the Prime resub. Thank you, Whoops. I missed that earlier. Literally just doing this to make the stupid pop-up go away. Like, seriously, it's been more than a day. Well, whatever reason you chose, we appreciate it. You know, we were on hiatus in September. We lost 100 subscribers. We still have 143 of you. I think we lost over 100. So if you are so inclined and you want to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe on Twitch, and that will help out the channel. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you do get a Twitch Prime membership that you can apply to the channel of your choice, but it is use it or lose it, so don't lose it. It's once a month you have to use it. Okay, Tetris for Evan, 246, 167, Jacobo. All right, Tetris for Evan, 276. There's one Jacobo, 258. All right, Tetris or Evan. He's got gaps, though, so he's going to have to clear those away. Jacobo Tetrises. And Evan fixes his board quickly. Tetris Evan 334. Kobo needs to win this one to stay in the match and force a deciding game 5. Right now is ahead by a couple thousand points. All right, Evan all of a sudden long bar dependent, but is going to end up chopping that down bit by bit. All right, he's got a gap he can access there, a couple of bars. And this is going to be very tough. But he's kind of doing it. Oh, this is going to be tough. And that is going to be a top out for Evan at 370. That means Jacobo is good in game number 4. And we are going to go to a deciding game number 5. All right, the pieces are here. 28062F. Timaloy says, good luck for decider, guys. Okay, so it looks like... All right, so it looks like that, by the way... Well, here, let's get them started here. Game number 5, Decider Jacobo versus Jedievan. Make sure the seeds are good. Seeds are good. All right, players are good. And they are about to start this game number 5 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So it does look like that 1 o'clock, right? That's in 3 hours. 3 hours, 20 minutes. That Adam versus Leo continuation of that match, that is going to be called off because one of our players is continuing to experience internet issues. So that is not going to happen today. That means I get an extra hour to sleep. So that means the next stream is going to be the Tawny bracket, round 1 and round 2. That's at 2 p.m. my time, which is like 19 UTC. Is that right? So noon plus 2 is 14 plus 5. Should be 19 UTC. It's going to be Rorschach versus Hideri, and the winner takes on Tim. That left side for Evan, yeah, he's going to have to bring this down a couple of rows and should now be able to access that left side with a bar. So yeah, 4 hours from now, approximately, will be the Tawny bracket, everybody's favorite Tawny bracket. I was going to try to incorporate the new color scheme into Mega Dasters, but I don't know. It's so iconic, the Mega color scheme. Tetris for Jacobo, he actually had a Buko spin, I think, set up there, but instead threw a T in there to the disappointment of fans everywhere. Yeah, I just say Rorschach because that's about as close as I'm going to get. 118 for Evan, 126 for Jacobo. Dirty triple column 2 for Jacobo. Trying to get this stack sorted. So anyway, that is the next thing. So we got 4 hours. I was up till about, I don't know, 1, 2 a.m. my time working on CTM stuff, and I had to wake up at 7:30. So the additional sleep time is welcome. Dirty Tetris down the middle for Evan. And he's looking for another one. Uh-oh. Board starting to climb for Evan here. But now he's bringing it down. Want to work on that. 202 for Jacobo. Oh, kind of a shift here. He changes his mind on a placement. This could be tough for Evan. There's a triple. That's going to help. He's bringing it down. And he's going to uncover that dirty Tetris well, and now gets a quick long bar for a Tetris. So Evan will survive. 204 for Evan. Cyan Moss, thank you for the Prime sub 9 months. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I do know how to pronounce the words thank you, and I do thank you. Another center well for Evan. $300,000 Jacobo, 238 for Evan. Tim does not want any more center well. It's not good for Tim's heart. There's a Tetris Jacobo. Evan waiting, skimming, getting a bar. 266. All right, Evan with the little chop there. That's going to create a T-spin setup, but he's not looking for any complicated setups as we approach level 19. Oh, and he gets a dirty. Saw the opportunity, took it. 294 into 19 for Evan. Tetris into 19 for Jacobo, 385. And this is a decider, so this is whatever happens here, that determines who goes to round 2. Tetris Evan, 325, 397. Jacobo, level 20. 1 or 2 lines apart. And about three Tetrises apart. Tetris Evan. Kind of Z flats over on that left side, though. He's just going to take the triple. He's not going to mess around with any left well on 19. I don't blame him. All right, getting set up again here on 21, both of them. Jacobo chops it down. So does Evan. All right, weathering a little bit of a drought. Players have stacks that can stand it. And Tetris for both off of that long bar. I have to be careful not to spoil the bars. They're a little bit separated. All right, Tetris for both, 505. Jacobo, 433 for Evan. Oh, now Evan is all in on a bar, and he is all out of the match as he tops out at 434, and Jacobo is gonna hang on and take this decider. Jacobo, you are good, and Evan, you are good too, but you are no longer playing in this tournament, so GG's to you. It was great to cast you. I don't think I ever really got a chance to do it before, so hope to see you again in future DAS events. You got a 1.2. You should be in these DAS Masters events all the time. Well, I'm sure it was an amazing experience for you. Oh, it must have been. Oh my God, Vandy! Wow. Oh my God, must have been incredible. I can't. Wow. No, really enjoyed having you here. So hope to see you again in our events. And Jacobo doing a victory lap. So we'll watch that. See if he can pull a 750 out of this, maybe. I mean, this was like sub 300 transition for Evan. It was like a 300 transition for Jacobo. This was a really kind of gritty game here. All right, Jacobo going to take the thing. Curse seed, says Jacobo. Pro Tetris move, blaming the seed. Well, GG's, guys. I will report this. Jacobo, you will be moving on to round 2 at some point. Jedi Evan, again, had a good time. Appreciate it. Hope to see you again. Okay. Well, that is going to do it for me right now. 3-2 Violet bracket, right? Let's go ahead and do our thanks. And thanks to subs 20Dan03 Whoops and Cyan Moss. Appreciate the support. Prize pool right now, 2142. We still have some contribution codes left to do. How many? A certain number. Hold on, it's not letting me look. There we go. We still have 31 contribution codes to do, so if you're bored and want something to do a contribution code. Use the Match Reno command. Bring up the link, click on that, log in. Jacobo subbed on Twitch. Thank you, Jacobo. Appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Again, thanks to the patrons for making this all possible. Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shell, Betroid, and Kim M. Rogue, Potato Cat, Javan T, Jason Sunny. Thank you so much. And everybody else, of course, thank you so much as well. And that is going to do it for us for now. 4 hours from now, join us for Mega Dasters Tawny, Round 1, Round 2, Rorschach, Hidari, and UK Tim. This is the only... We don't have a lot of Tims in the Tetris community. We have tons of Chris's, and way more Chris's, but not a lot of Tims. So you got like almost exclusive ownership over the Tim brand in Tetris. So, all right, we will see you all in a bit. I'll go ahead and raid you off somewhere on the Twitch. Raid browser. Oh my God, raid browser. We can find. No, I don't know. Anybody want to raid? Anyone streaming? No, I guess not. There's nobody. Twitch is completely dead. We'll go over to our friend Junkyard Dave. Vandy, how do you gamble 100,000? Don't do it. Gambling is bad for you. Oh wait, wrong Dave. Underscore Dave. Cancel the raid. All right, we'll see you guys in 4 hours. Take care. Have a great day. I'm going to go sleep a little bit.